That's not going to keep the ball on the ground, stroke right in the Cooper.
Hey,
That's got for you, man. Oh, Napoli used to sit in.
Nah, my fuck.
Napoli.
Slaney boy. Yes, Slaney boy. You're a genius, mate.
Well done, mate. Best vlogger in the world. That's it.
I can't speak.
We David Dobrik.
Just slabber my whole way through it, mate.
No, you don't.
You're very
top draw.
good at
I
it.
watched it.
See the amount of messages I've had about you, mate. Incredible.
But we spoke to Gilmore after it. But we took the video out because he'd obviously been enjoying himself that night, so we didn't want to just stitch him up for it. No, actually, it was
That's what it's all about. Especially what he was saying about McTominay.
What a place that is.
It looked good, mate.
Wow.
Did you feel safe? Because I had a wee bit of concerns about you.
No, I did. A lot of people are saying there.
That's good. That.
Aye, people. That's a myth when people
Is
say
it?
that when you
Good.
go away.
There you go.
When you go away somewhere, they go like, "Be careful with these people." People are amazing.
It's all saying, innit? Don't judge a book before you go to experience it.
Did you name drop with Del Boy just in case any trouble?
Mate, we spoke.
You're a big deal in Italy, mate.
We spoke to Lewis and Billy Gilmore done a wee FaceTime after it with them.
They've been nice. They've been.
But I want to see what they've done though, innit?
Oh, incredible, mate. Huh?
He's won the Coppa
It's
Italia. But is there a wee chance I'm going to Napoli?
I don't know. I tell you what, there's more chance.
What about McTominay?
I tell you what, he was raging because he got beat 3-1 with Genoa last game, and it was a day of the celebration. So I had a wee chat and says, "Listen, chill, enjoy this. I mean, this doesn't happen."
What, enjoy getting beat 3-1?
No, enjoy the celebrations because
Oh,
everybody was there, but he was still raging for the game.
'cause of the game,
He couldn't
aye.
get out of his seat, so aye, I was like, well, I was celebrating for him. So,
You still hate McTominay shite?
I know, but Andy Ashburn,
What
he's
a bad
phenomenal.
Yeah,
He is playing off the front now, so that's
probably-
But
When I was looking about him, he was a sitting midfielder.
different gravy.
So my point was right.
No, it wasn't.
was actually right.
No, it wasn't.
I seen that he was never a sitting
You
midfielder.
tell yourself that.
Coaching genius, man. How about you? Just back for holiday? Did you go away?
Holidays?
I'll be in like late last night.
Holiday to Dingwall, mate.
Mate,
Oh, dang
yeah, see when you know nothing most of the time, but when you're away, mate,
Head's very
the whole
cloudy,
world
but,
stops, doesn't it?
What about
Good
your
holiday at Dingwall, mate.
Amazing, mate. Just a wee day.
You see, it's just as dangerous as Naples. What a game for last night.
All-star lineup today, innit?
Right,
Yeah,
what
a bit
about, right, let's hear a wee bit about Marbella.
Amazing.
It was a wee snort.
No, amazing. Great
I
place.
got a wee text for you. Was it Sunday morning?
I'm just texting.
Very nice, wasn't it?
Just telling her up. Tell you I love you.
Aye, you always do.
Ah, you take FaceTime me at 10 to 7.
I know.
10 to
He's
7.
FaceTime me at about 1 o'clock in the morning.
You used
A couple of times.
yourselves.
No, amazing. What a place. He's been.
Wee bit sunburnt, or are you just a bit red? I don't
Red.
know.
Red and
dear for me.
Barrett. He's going away. Anyone else getting away?
No booked out, mate, but I will be going somewhere.
We should
Need
all
to-
go.
I need a break.
Where would you want to go?
I don't know.
I'm going to
Forest,
Reef. I'm going to go to
five.
Reef for the missus, but then I'm getting pied because of the Bologna. But no, I'm barred for Bologna for
Again?
the family. No, for a period, so they're not taking me away on holiday. Bill. I'm getting barred. My dad's a wee bit upset about it.
Upset at you?
Your
or-
dad's upset.
Not upset that I'm being left behind.
Are you upset about it?
Nah.
Just come and be mad. Come and be mad. You'll go away together.
Right.
I'd love it if you were my dad.
So would I.
Sorry, dad, but I would.
I've met your old man's brand new.
I know,
No,
but
he's
it's not as good as you, mate.
He's no, mate. And any day now, mate.
Aye.
Daddy
Aye.
Andy.
Phone on loud, so I apologise any texts or phone calls that come
He's
through.
got to
But
go, isn't you?
I hope so. That
Is it due date past or?
she'll no thank me for saying this, but aye.
Oh, wow.
So, but it'll be some clip if I leave midway through.
It's all good.
I'll go viral.
Praying
You
for
ready,
By the way,
I'm
that's-
ready, aye.
that's
I'm looking
massive.
forward to it. But this is the worst part, innit? Just waiting, just
Aye.
fucking sitting, just waiting for it to fucking pop. But
Changes your life, mate.
I didn't.
But
Aye.
hey,
I was shocked to go to
done
Naples with him.
I know.
How do you top that? What's next after that?
Well, I was speaking to a Gremio supporters club last night.
Oh my God.
They
Brazil.
got in contact last night, Gremio. And
I heard you.
so I was speaking to them and said we'd love you to come here, take a game and go to the rainforest and all that.
Just you
No,
go
that sounds dodgy, mate.
Well, he said it was a strange one because he said he doesn't really stay anywhere near the stadium, but he's in the rainforest, the boy. No, he's part of this big supporters group there, the Gremio, and he said, come here, we'll take the whole experience.
What is there, houses in the rainforest?
Aye. Tree houses.
Aye.
No way.
Like tribal.
Tree houses.
What, like people sleep in hammocks?
Did you know build a tree house when you were a wee boy?
There's no brick house, there's no Calla homes in the fucking rainforest, is
Nah,
there?
no
Tree
Carol.
houses.
There's always houses on me.
Natural.
A
Not
retty
loud.
in the rainforest.
Right. Estate agent taking you back to the rainforest.
I think Gremio.
I would love for you, I'm not just trying to make a joke, imagine you and your dad on a going away for a vlog.
Surveillance.
There's one place that would top it.
Walker.
Aye.
Aye, that
you
would
and your
dark crew, by the way.
Do you know how I'd like to go with that one? And this isn't something up with Kevin Bridges. He loves Boca Juniors, doesn't he?
Does it?
I'm sure
Yeah,
he'll be up
surely
for
he'd
that.
up for that,
That is.
I think so.
That'd be
Can maybe
genius.
tag him in that and ask him to go with us.
That is a big one. You
Aye,
know,
is
there,
that
innit?
I think there's many though you would like to go to.
What comedian would you like to go to?
India. I'd love to go to India for a month. Stay with Young
Who's
Coyle.
paying for us? Yourself? Or
No, I'll go. Sort of.
I think next year, all the big derbies, all the big European derbies. Just see like your Fenerbahce's and your Galatasaray games and that part of the Belgrade derby.
Well said, Andy.
You might not come back.
Take your right gear with you, mate.
I think I'll probably take next
get
year.
leathered every game you go to. Pay to watch that. Sorry, what you saying, mate?
No. I was just saying I think I'm going to just maybe take myself away from Scottish football next year. Just concentrate on going abroad. Do you know what I mean? Leaving the experts to it because
Well,
they want
you
I'm
lost again.
waffling on it.
No,
Because you lost a fucking game, you want to get away with it. Fucking at pain I go through. Fucking year after year.
But I can't wait for next season to start now. Aye.
Aye, good.
Right, lads, today's show is once again brought to you by our partners at the Clubhouse Glasgow, the sensational sports bar venue situated in the top floor of Princess Square. And as always, Open Goal viewers can get 20% off your food bill when you quote Open Goal.
This is going to be the first year I'm going to be there for Wimbledon and the F1. Can't wait.
What you're going to, you're vlogging Wimbledon and F1 now as well? You
That's
get
the
to everything, man.
And the
It's a game of five down at the pitch, he's going to vlog it.
Jumping up and down the stands at Wimbledon. Come on, sing us a song.
No, so I'll go to the Clubhouse. Imagine watching the Open there as well, the golf. And that amazing pub would be just incredible.
Aye.
Well, life
Sounds
you've
good,
got.
mate.
Aye, There's no better place for watching the games and getting a pint and nice food than the Clubhouse, so book yourself a table at the link in the description box below. Lads, we've only gone and got Huel back to bring us this week's podcast. Go on the Huel. Summer football break is finally here. Got to say it's been some season for Open Goal, innit?
This has been my favourite year, Si. It's been unbelievable. But we ain't slowing down just because it's the summer, and neither should your nutrition. That's why I'll be carrying one of these about with me everywhere I go this summer.
Yes.
That way I've always got my Huel Black Edition ready to drink handy so I can get a complete meal on me to fuel me up when I'm out and about.
Well, as you know, boys, I'm going to be a dad over the summer for the first time, so convenience for me is going to be key over the next few weeks. I'm going to have zero time for meal prep or cooking, so the Huel Black Edition is going to be a time saver for me to make sure I get a meal in.
You're going to have plenty of sleepless nights, mate, so drinking this means you'll be getting a perfectly balanced meal to keep you healthy while you're running on fumes, because as you know, this has got all the nutrients you need. It's got a massive 35 grams of protein, plus 27 vitamins and minerals, all in one handy bottle. Plus, it's affordable as well.
And I tell you what, that is music to my ears, lads, because as you know, having a wine is not cheap.
Well, Andy, aside from the health and price benefits, it's just the taste for me that's beautiful.
Agreed.
Especially in this hot weather, lads, to take one out the fridge is so refreshing. I would go for the chocolate or vanilla that's like a milkshake taste. Going to crack this one open, boys.
Quite right, mate. Well, Open Goal viewers can join the community of hooligans with this exclusive offer for new customers of £10 off using our exclusive code OpenGoal at huel.com.
That's £10 off for new customers using our exclusive code OpenGoal at Huel.com. Please see our description for the terms and conditions. Unlock a healthy, easier way to eat Huel so you can focus on what really matters. Go on the Huel! Hooligan! Can't believe you thought Aberdeen would get beat that badly. You were the only one that thought it.
Listen, I thought they
Defend
were
yourself.
going to get absolutely horsed. I didn't see that coming. Not for one moment, honestly. I thought it was going to be a cricket score. And
Somebody, I don't know, somebody says 10-0 Celtic. Who was it?
probably me. Aye.
All the guy to right you.
No. I was probably the only one. I remember I said if Aberdeen changed, bring Nicky back in, put Shin in the midfield, that's your way to win. So that's almost called it.
But there was reason for that.
Over 4 goals he went for, didn't we? And then he says 2-0
I'll hold my hand
Celtic.
up and apologise. That's it.
Aye.
You don't
Aye.
need to apologise. There's
But
nobody
it's
thought
just-
Aberdeen were going to win.
It's only what you witness throughout the season when you watch it. And the reason I went that way, because I watched it, the one for me was a Kilmarnock game. They get absolutely battered. There was nothing about Aberdeen. And then you see like that, because Shinnie was brilliant in the interview, quite right, wasn't he? he came out and cane a lot of people, and whoever he's having a go at, I don't know if it's.
I don't think he even had a go. He just
No,
says
but it was
nobody
a
gave
good
him a lot
guy.
of hope. But
I know.
nobody did.
And we didn't,
Because
but-
why would you?
But Faddy, the reason I was saying it was because what I'd watched
Aye.
and what I'd witnessed.
But everybody's seen the same
couldn't
thing.
see it.
Aye.
So it's great for him, isn't it? Brilliant. So,
The Aberdeen fans would have been going there in hope rather than expectation.
that's why.
And I think a lot of them first thought would be,
Aye.
this better not be embarrassing. Genuinely.
I think
But they go and they put in a performance that we've not seen for them. And unexpected.
Yeah.
the big thing
Deserved
for
it.
me was obviously the game at Pittodrie, right? Celtic made a load of changes and still battered Aberdeen. It wasn't so much that game, it was actually the game that I thought Aberdeen played well at Celtic Park and lost by 5. I actually thought they played quite well that day. They got absolutely
Aye, they did.
battered. But in all fairness to Aberdeen, Jimmy Tilleen, they took a different approach to the game than they've probably took domestically all season. And
Definitely.
fair play to them.
And
I
they
tell you
deserve
what was brilliant. What about the relationship then? You don't often see that. Now, you're
manager
still
and the players.
The manager
Brilliant,
and the players. Wasn't it? I thought that was magic.
Taylor was genuine love for each other, didn't
they
you?
were
Me top
delighted.
best
They
of
were,
the game.
aye,
Best
Faddy,
manager
they
ever
were
worked
delighted for him. When you could
Oh,
see
good
that,
night.
it come through $1 million, man. That was
Mad how
mad.
many of them say they didn't watch it, but message as soon as the full time whistle goes.
Oh, what?
I was
Aye.
I thought I'd done something, mate. I had the fear as bad as it was. And I was like, what have I done, man? I was just Aberdeen. Did you get it?
All sorts of aye.
What was it? Was Aberdeen that good or was Celtic that bad?
Both.
Aye, but that's good.
Both.
That
Aye.
mixture.
They were solid. Aberdeen, they sat in the structure.
What was their structure? A 4-5-1?
No, they went to
No,
a
three,
back,
back
five
three.
at back.
Aye. And I think that sometimes, because when you're watching Aberdeen and teams change against them in game, they don't really adjust to it. So before the game, when we knew it was a back 3 or a back 5, I was interested to see how they played it, whether they still left the 2 up and tried to be ready for the counter without having really defended what was happening first. But they were defensively solid. I thought Jack Milne coming in, he was
excellent,
outstanding. Young player again coming in.
Boy,
doing
Noster
well.
was really good as
Aye.
well.
And just as a team, they were solid.
Did they sit in a back 5 or did their wing backs go higher when they were attacking?
At times, but no too often. No too often. It was mostly sitting in. Then he made the changes that were positive to go and get them back in the game. And even then, they go a goal behind. You think I don't think many people would have fancied them to recover for that. So fair play. They dug in well. Celtic knocked the ball about in front of them. Didn't they really create too much? Mitov was pretty quiet. A couple of saves towards the end.
Engels post on it.
Are you surprised, Slaney, how much Celtic must attack? To that extent.
I think he got his team right, to be honest. I wouldn't have started either. I don't know. I don't want to keep going on to that boy because obviously he's had sort of a lot this season, but for me, he's just not been at it. I thought he should have started made up top. I mean, I'm not sure about with the subs either. I think when he made them quite early, and then when Aberdeen showed it, then he was almost stuck a wee bit. But from an Aberdeen point of view, Jimmy Taylor out the last few weeks, he's actually been under a bit of, no pressure, but people are actually, is he the right man going for? Is he a club legend now? Winning Has to this? be.
Aye, he's got
35
to be,
years
aye.
since he won it.
Arguably.
I think when Forrest came on, it was the right decision, and that was a blow when he went off because the game was like Celtic are playing in front of Aberdeen, and it was working into an area where you potentially go to 1v1 and it was coming back out, whereas James gets on it and
Goes at
drives
people.
at people and creates, and I think it was crying out for.
Strange decision, the fact that he scored the week before, all that kind of uproar about him scoring, and how he played against Aberdeen the
Aye.
week before as well, eh?
I was surprised he never started. I thought he'd have been starting, and then when he comes off, it's that one player that's going to create something that goes. So, but I think that you could say they got it wrong, but I mean 2 weeks ago they played, made a lot of changes, still won 5-1. Still good players.
I was going to ask you because I've seen pretty much 90% of Celtic fans saying the same about the subs. Like, for me, why were the subs wrong? Because I'm not disagreeing that they never made an impact, and I think the big difference was Aberdeen subs came on and did make an impact, but the boys that came off for Celtic weren't performing anyway. So for me, I think they had to make changes at that time.
No, I just It's just after the event you lose the game, innit?
Aye.
Yeah, you're going to...
These players,
So I don't
Kenny
see
came
why
on,
the subs were wrong.
scored up at Pittodrie.
Why were they wrong?
No, I just think because you're obviously 1-0 up, I think when after Aberdeen scored, then you had made these subs, there was nothing then really to change it. What I mean, but then it's maybe I don't know. But it was an overall performance. But I think Listen, obviously I wanted Celtic to win, but this season with the underdogs, seeing them winning and see what it meant to the Aberdeen fans, it really is incredible, isn't it?
How
See the
good were
reaction
they
at the first
scenes?
goal as well, and then
brilliant.
obviously after it, and then the up in Aberdeen with the
You won the
tour
bank
bus.
time, weren't you? No.
No, I've not actually seen the highlights.
You know-
So I've been panicking every time you've asked me a question.
Did you know what? Did you know what?
Just the highlights. No, we're in Napoli coming back, so just come. He's coming. I don't know what to do. But no, incredible for the. I mean, it's happened all season with underdogs, and what that means. They're such a big club. Aberdeen.
Massive. How good was it when Meatov wasn't sure if they'd won it or no?
See, I thought that
I
was
didn't
so
like that
bad.
with him.
I quite liked it, man.
I didn't like that. Killed
I don't
it.
know why I liked it a wee bit.
Killed it.
It was like he wasn't sure, and then he went yes, and it all just went mental.
It was
man.
like the David Marshall with Scotland. wasn't it? It was like that all over again. That's shite, that man.
What's he waiting
Aye,
on?
but what if he's come off his
I know, and I think you get
Oh,
that.
right.
I see a lot of people saying you
fault.
get that like second bit of euphoria, but he should be able to just go fucking mental once he saved that penalty, didn't he? And listen, I know there's not really anybody to blame, but I hated seeing that because he just didn't get that initial burst and just got mental.
You
do you know?
hate the fact he has to do
Aye,
that.
he has to do
Not the
that.
fact that he done it. Aye.
But the reaction of even the boys
With
that
the- like you said.
weren't even playing with their suits
Suits
on,
on.
sprinting on.
Fucking Jamie McGrath fucked him for top for fucking guaranteed European football.
And he's celebrating.
Isn't it?
Imagine David Gray watching it.
You're not thinking about that.
No, of
Come
course.
on, you've just won the cup. You're
See the
not-
ones that are Celtic
brilliant.
fans, like, see, you actually had a smile on your face watching that, the scenes at the end.
Because what it means, aye.
Uh,
Because I had a wee bit of that, you know, with the Coppa Italia, so I totally understand. Can you even watching Shinnie, you know, how much it meant to him, you know, he could hardly even talk and all that, the emotions, it is. Because it's like something
thought he milked it a wee bit too much, but
that...
great boy.
And tell you what a turnout for that Aberdeen
Uh-huh.
support, wasn't it? Incredible. They wanted 50-50 and they certainly come down in his numbers.
It is healthy for Scottish football this as well, isn't it? Other
Magic,
teams winning
definitely,
trophies.
We need that.
Definitely.
And do you know something, when it is, it's like, and then I always go back into a wee bit and I think, God, and I'm starting to think Rangers, man, I'd even just kill for something like that. Just to have a wee kill. Well, no kill, no, do you know what I mean? No, right,
Would you kill?
but no, I just would love to have something like that.
It's a sad day. The best part of your season was Aberdeen winning the
I
cup.
know.
man.
He might win a pre-season trophy.
How is that?
But it's
How is that? Because it's
just to
two
have
teams
that,
you hate.
have that day,
Fucking hell, man.
that day in the
Eh, two teams you hate. How you feeling?
Do you want to know what I like? Because Shinnie and obviously Lewis has got a relationship where he's played with him and all that. So I'm sure they would have exchanged a few texts and all that. So
How did Shinnie and Nicky play? Nicky Devlin.
Both of them good, aye. Both of them really
Shinnie
solid.
looked fit, didn't
I thought the best for Aberdeen was I thought the boy Milne was excellent. The boy Noster. I think the boy Jensen's very good.
He was stretching off, like as if
Aye, for
done
fun, wasn't
cramp, and then boom.
But
Mazzy, I don't like that.
see what you're saying. I actually thought
does look player.
Jimmy Thielen subs at the time
Aye.
I thought were wrong in terms of personnel because I just thought with Aberdeen having to come back in the game, I thought you had to keep Keskinen on with his pace. I
Aye.
just think I was amazed that he took him off. But then
He done well.
play, they were right.
When he
Because
came on,
Pape
didn't
was
he?
brilliant when he came on. Obviously, Shayden Morris puts in the cross for the goal as well. So I actually thought at the time of his subs, I questioned the kind of personnel that was coming off. But
That's what happens, isn't it?
we
You
touching on
win, you
it?
win, the subs are brilliant.
I
If you lose, the subs are terrible.
What do you think the Hibs group chat was like watching it?
oh, fuming, man.
Imagine that
Do
feeling.
you know why? What I was thinking as well, right? And I know this is to the kind of lesser extent, but they would have already had like bonuses agreed for getting in guaranteed European football. So it wouldn't surprise me if even their bonuses changed. So like their European obviously status for next year, and they go through the qualifier. And I think their bonuses would have changed enough because they've not got guaranteed European football in December.
Yeah, they'd have still got their third place bonus,
Third place
wouldn't they?
bonus,
But
aye.
then it would have been something would have kicked in for guaranteed
Aye.
stage
They
football.
could have booked all sorts thinking they were going to get that.
But,
But see, before we said it last year, didn't we? Like Scottish football needed a good Aberdeen, a good Hibs.
Oh, yeah.
The mad thing is it coincides with Hearts obviously not being as good this year, but these your big clubs in Scotland, they obviously need them to be doing well for the league, and Hibs and Aberdeen have obviously. Now, it's amazing how the narrative for the last game of the season can change, because I think if Aberdeen don't win that final, you're still saying it's an alright season. They finished 5th, spent a lot of money.
I think you're saying it's a poor
And then
season.
Celtic,
they're going back on even more now that he's won this cup as well, won't
aye,
they?
and you're saying Celtic's had a brilliant season.
Aye.
You've now got fans fucking questioning Rodgers because they lost the final.
What
Do
you
you know what I
pointing
mean?
at him
We're
for?
going to come to that.
I'm not
No,
fucking-
no, just
He's not questioning any in the day. Put some of your head up.
What about Napoli? They were brilliant, weren't they?
Are we going to
You're
talk
man of
about
the moment, mate. You need to worry about that.
Can we talk about the goals?
That's
You
what
can
was
talk about anything you like,
We
mate.
were just talking when you were talking about the wee chat.
That's a bit rude.
No, we're just we're just talking
Because
about.
you were blanking us.
Yeah.
You fucking bam.
Sorry, mate, I'll not do it again.
No, because it was, when you look at it, you know, big mistake, wasn't it? What was he trying to do?
What's
I mean,
happening?
of course,
yeah,
we're no
what a shocker.
goalies here, but why are you trying to scoop it? Why is
That's a bad scene, man.
Even the penalties, you never fancied him to save a penalty.
See, to be fair, mate, he could have stood in the
No, that's true.
stood that side with his hands like that, he wouldn't have saved anything.
But why did he go like that?
No,
What's
I
this
I don't
kind of
know. I
streak?
don't know for somebody just that's flashed in just in front of him that he delays his what he's going to do. I just don't know why you don't come in.
He's
I
trying
think
to be too clever like, and kind of scoop it away. You just get your hands on it.
Is that his first proper error for Celtic?
He
Save wise, I know he's made
Aye.
a couple distribution,
Mhm.
but
made a big
I
one.
can't really think of one.
I'm sure one went under his body at V Rangers at Ibrox. I'm sure of it. It was V Rangers this season. He made one.
Hadji first one in the members got the other two.
We'll maybe go back to that.
think
But
But I'm going to come back to Celtic, but just some big news to be inspired. There's an exciting event coming up that we all want all the open goal viewers to get involved in. You want us to take it away, Andy?
Absolutely, Simon. So, Be Inspired are hosting a one-off sample sale at the iconic Barras Market here in Glasgow on Saturday the 7th of June. Head on down from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and shop archive samples, one-of-a-kind pieces and bestsellers are all at a fractional price.
Kev's going to be throwing darts at the t-shirts.
yeah,
And that'll be obviously the arrows as well.
special guest DJs.
Jay.
Special
You're
guest
no
DJs.
longer my fellow DJ.
He did look like Kevin with his wee bucket hat on, didn't he?
Perfect, man. You are no longer my fellow DJ.
Fucking, cause he's got to get away, man.
See, old
Hug, man.
DJ, I've been getting caned with the boys because they're coming in at night and I'm sitting there at 1 o'clock in the morning with that black coffee and all that on all the DJs. Get the music
Black
up.
coffee.
You sit on it. Ibiza and all that. They're caning me, man. That rave music's brilliant, innit? I've no rave.
I was the same, mate. We were at a big show Sunday
Well,
night. I
you
wasn't drinking, so I was sitting drinking coffees in a nightclub, mate. Never felt so old in my life. I'm convinced DJs didn't need to touch the fucking...
I'm with you.
touching the
With you there.
I'm sitting, watching them, mate, right? I don't think he's doing it.
No, they're not.
Just fucking... I'm convinced, mate.
But there's that many.
But set.
I know it's
The
weird,
music's
innit?
set. You didn't need to be there.
Was there a singer on beside them?
Sorry, mate.
Was there a singer on beside them when they were fiddling about with
Singer?
that?
Who let? Karaoke singer? Everyone takes shots to come up and sing with the DJ.
Some woman.
No, it was just a guy
I just that.
pretending to touch buttons.
He's playing about with his knobs.
So I take it away.
If you can't make it, don't worry. You can still take 10% off your first order online using the code GOAL at checkout. It's our way of saying thanks for tuning in. The link to score yourself some new gear is available in our video description.
You're there as well.
You're going, yes.
You'll be there as well. I just to let you know.
You see him?
What time are we heading, didn't it?
I was about 12.
Because we've got the live. No, it's the week after.
I was
We can go
about
anytime.
12, around about lunchtime.
Right, okay.
Can I give you a shout out someday?
Of course you can, mate.
Is that alright?
Ah,
Of course, it is, mate.
Alanic.
Who?
Alanic. The knee. I'm
Amazing.
going in to meet the guys
Brilliant,
this week, so I've been in touch with them. Thanks very much, guys. So I'm going in to get a wee tour and all that.
Are you going to vlog it? Why don't you go and vlog it?
Why don't you be the anaesthetist? You could be my anaesthetist.
Imagine you interviewing the surgeon while he's doing it.
Get his pants down, couldn't you?
Aye, once he's knocked out, what do you want?
Will you come in?
I would love to
You
come
can
in.
come in and film it. You come in with the boy and film it.
I've got
Stick your wee netting pants on your head.
Imagine you with a flare in the theatre.
Hey, what happens if I don't come to?
But like the surgeon, mate, you're doing some job here. Tell us what you're thinking at this
You
point.
see that, Faddy? That'd be quite good.
That'd be
Flare the
amazing.
theatres.
Bit of commentary as well.
Aye.
What questions would you ask the surgeon?
Too easy,
Is it
yeah.
the smallest you've ever seen?
I've actually got my knee surgery on film.
What knee surgery?
When I got my ACL done, they recorded it all.
I don't know where you want me to go for that.
Well, you and the surgeon.
What you want back for me?
Derek's can analyse it for the
Oh,
vlog.
there you go.
Yeah,
See, you
he's doing
could
a
have
good-
went something of it. Aye, so let's go.
DJ.
DJ.
Right, on Celtic, where did it all go wrong? Was it just complacency? Team selection? What else? What else?
A bit of everything, innit? Was what?
Lack of
Innit?
rhythm, lack of urgency, lack of tempo.
Why in a cup final?
But I do actually think Hatate was a massive miss. say that every time we play Celtic, I always think the hardest thing to deal with Celtic, either brilliant on the ball, but it's off the ball. It's like how hard they run off the ball, runners in behind. I think Atati's a big one within the midfield that does that. And I think Engels, Bernardo, McGregor, they're all kind of similar profiles where the majority is at the one at feet. Whereas I don't really think they had that personnel
Massive
stretch.
Andy,
As much, did they? I think even Maeda up front compared to Maeda,
Nothing
some
behind
of
the
that
game,
as well.
Roger
He'll
spoke
play the
about that
pass
after
as
the
well.
game, didn't he? He says when you've got to make, when you make a run, you need to then make another run, and even a third run. So it's everybody was saying they didn't work hard enough.
I think Atati sees the passes and plays it as well.
Right.
Doesn't always work,
Quite.
but and also when he makes a run off the ball.
The amount of
He'll
times
go
that Tati
stretch
puts
where-
Maeda through into the space.
Maeda's
think-
chance in the last minute though, fucking hell.
He's no good at the chances.
Should you pass?
Ibrox was
Should
the
you
same,
pass
wasn't
the
it?
Forest now?
No,
No, you've got to.
You got to
hit that.
got to shoot. You got to score.
He's got to score it.
I think, aye, scorer.
Aye.
I think when you run through, go round him, knock it past him.
Especially at his pace, aye.
Like, then you've got an open goal or you're brought down. But look, it's easy saying it when you're
Quite similar to the chance against Rangers in the last minute, wasn't it?
That's right. Aye.
It was quite
Did
similar.
Celtic create much?
No. I had Aberdeen, by the way.
No.
It was just
I think it no shots on target at one each.
I can't even remember.
Oh, it was 2 goals.
There was.
I think it was no shots on target at one each.
Aye.
I thought Man U Tottenham was the worst final I've ever watched.
That's
And
horrendous.
genuinely,
Dreadful
the
one.
Aberdeen side was up there.
And then the next night, what did we watch? We watched the Livingston game, Ross County. It was a far better game, wasn't it?
Aye.
Wasn't it?
Was
That was
Easy, man.
awful.
Should have just
Aye.
made that the Scottish Cup final.
Aye.
shouldn't they?
We're coming on to Dave, aren't we?
We're going to get to that.
What is it? Sorry, so what is the Celtic? What has the criticism been at Celtic after the game? What's the fans been saying?
What, have you not come at this?
To be fair, a lot of people agreeing with what you said. A lot of people are blaming Rodgers for his subs, but I think Rodgers has always made 3 subs after 60 minutes. He's done it all season.
I think the subs had to be made.
And I think the personnel that came off weren't exactly having great games, so I could understand why they were the ones that came off. I agree, like a lot of people are saying that they felt like Bernardo should have came off because he's been out for so long, he probably couldn't have lasted, obviously, the full 90, which he ended up doing. I don't think Bernardo was great either. I know we've said that obviously we like Bernardo, but I don't think Bernardo
He hasn't
was
played
great.
a lot though, has he?
No. Again, strange that he hasn't played a lot and he's played 90 minutes, hasn't it?
We played
Engels?
more, aye. Aye, so again, I don't think he done enough. He obviously he does well for his chance when he cuts in off a line, hits the base of the post, but he wasn't the only one. I was actually I was saying that to Faddy before, like, I know it's hard to pick out personnel that done well when you don't win a final because it's all about the result. Again, I thought Cameron Carter-Vickers was good in terms of having to deal with what he had to deal with, wasn't a lot. But other than that,
Will there be a nervousness about recruitment of someone as well? Based on last season's, was it Trustee, Engels, Ida, 26 million quid? Have they been good enough for the money that's been spent on them?
I think it's hard because he does 20 goals this season. So overall, you can look at the overall play, but you're getting goals off him. Ultimately, that's his job. You know what I mean? So nervousness, there might be, but it's still won the league at a canter, and it's a massive upset. It shouldn't really be that big an upset for Aberdeen to beat Celtic in a cup final, but it is. It's a big upset. I think what it shows is there needs to be investment. There needs to be strengthening done, which I know that would have been the case no matter what. Well, I think there will be. I think that's what happens when you lose a game. The fans start then to question what value you're getting. But
do you actually think Celtic will invest more because they lost that final? The reason I'm saying that is because I always say to you that, like, when we beat Celtic in the semi-final in 2000, I honestly think it was the worst thing that could have happened to Rangers at the time. Because Celtic go and get Rodgers and they go and spend a fortune on players, and the gap just got bigger and bigger. And do you think because they lost that final, there's going to be almost like a, do you know what I mean? There's like they feel as if there's probably a bigger sense of urgency that they need more players than they actually do, if that makes sense. Because I still think even with the squad they've got there, I think domestically they're big favourites for next year. But again, it's that.
I think you look as well that you notice how much you miss Hatate, because Hatate's a player I know that's come in for a bit of stick, and people look at, you know, the way sometimes in games where he looks like he's not that bothered, but it's just the way he plays. But you notice what you're missing when he's not playing.
I think
So the big issue is
for McGregor as well.
Definitely.
the big issue would be, as much as you need to strengthen, you need to make sure you keep Hatate and Maeda.
Does a Lennon Miller then come into that?
Do you think he's good enough to go and play for Celtic next year? Every week?
I
or
think
challenge
You're
the player of the week?
probably asking the wrong guy. You're probably asking the guy sitting right next to
I
you.
think
but-
he is, but I think he's a cert to go abroad.
Aye.
Is he?
I think he looks at. He's not daft. I think he looks at Lewis and Billy and Scott McTominay and seeing what they're doing abroad, and I just think that's.
his biggest things he wants to play football. So go away and develop, but go somewhere he's going to play every single week.
Seen somebody today as well saying like you're looking to get Slip instead of keeping Taylor. Did you see that?
no way.
I think people are not too happy with that as well.
Is Taylor away?
Does it look like he's going to go, Taylor? Right?
He's off the range.
It looks like
Must be, yeah.
It's off the range.
it looks like it. I think that I've said this before. There's room at Celtic for Tierney and Taylor. I think the amount of games they play, the different style of player. I think that Greg Taylor's shown in a lot of games this season that he's still got a lot to offer.
Andy Robertson. Paddy, think?
I don't think there's room for Tierney and Robertson though, because
No.
the two of them
Steve
are.
Clark will be texting noise like that. Done a dirt, man. You're
I
going to be
know.
fried.
I know.
Celtic will be a back three straight away.
Just because the two of them will want to be the main player, I think that Greg Taylor will obviously want to be the main player, but
Aye.
he'd maybe be, they say happier, but maybe be better to cope with the situation he'd been. Because if Andy Robertson leaves Liverpool, it's because he's not going number one first choice. So he's-
Be paying 500 grand a week for 2 left backs as well, wouldn't you? Just play with it too. Yeah. What about Wimmer leaving Motherwell? Yeah, so unexpected, wasn't it?
Aye.
I feel bad for
Couldn't
you.
believe it.
That's 2 managers in a season, just left.
Aye.
When did
it
you
was
find
it was a
out
right
that-
shock. Aye, the same time as everybody else. Well, 10 minutes before.
was it the day after you signed your extension?
Aye, literally. Like he's a deal now. Leave. Like 10 minutes before everybody else, McGinn phoned me, told me, and genuinely couldn't believe it, mate. Like proper shocked. I was no obviously saying that it could potentially happen. And listen, it's for family reasons, so there's not really too much you can say about it. Obviously, we're disappointed as players because we felt as if he done well when he came in. We were all obviously looking forward to.
Were you excited about getting
Aye.
into pre-season and seeing what he'd do with the, changing the
Definitely,
squad up?
aye. Because I think everybody, obviously you watch a lot of Motherwell as well, I think everybody could see how quickly he implemented his style within the team. Now, if he got a summer window to recruit players to fit his style, obviously it was a lot of excitement going into next year, but there's not much you can do. The brutal nature of football is you just need to try and move on as quickly as possible. But obviously for the club it's no ideal because it's like almost like a false start in it. Because they would have had plans for players already for the
You've signed
summer.
players, haven't you?
Well, Jordan McGee's obviously the one that's been reported, and then there's been a couple of rumours of other boys, but I'm sure obviously they'd have been
They must have another
managers, players, you know what I mean? So-
manager in that style though.
Like
for
go
the-
foreign again
just-
then on that.
I don't know. Well, there's a guy came in with plans to stay, and he's had to go back because of
You
personal
then go and
problems.
take that
So
risk again.
you take that risk, obviously bringing somebody in where there's other issues at home. I think that more so that they've just had the process of finding a manager, and I'd imagine they've looked for a certain profile and interviewed different candidates with that same profile. So, especially when you're signing players, like the biggest criticism in Motherwell over the last 5, 6, 7 years is the type of player that they've had is you need to get is it a criticism? You need to get a manager that wants to play that way because there's no a lot of scope to change. Like if you've got 2 strikers or 3 strikers, you've not really got the wingers to go and change your style or make changes to the the way you want to go about it. So I would imagine that they've got the managers in mind to play with the players that are coming in, because running a squad of 33, 35 players can't happen again.
I guess as well, we're back in 3 weeks, so it's like they can't take. I know this isn't a criticism of Motherwell because obviously they wanted to make sure they got the right appointment, but they can't take as long as they took for Wimmer in the first place because there's Stevie Frill that was interim charge. He took the 3 games, but you need to go in with the majority of your squad for the first day of pre-season. We've only got, I think it's 13 contracted players for next year. Not got a manager, and it's not an ideal
how times
situation.
change.
I know we've went from 35 to 13. I know.
Stevie Friel's definitely hanging about outside for
He's
Park,
back,
isn't he? Any other names?
Billy Davis?
Billy always crops up.
Doesn't he half by the way?
Yeah,
But I've said it before, Billy was
top
amazing.
notch. Aye.
Amazing.
He was no brought. He was linked with before Wimmer got a job, was he not?
I think he was.
Been linked with quite a lot
Dale,
of jobs,
wasn't it?
but he never seems to get it over the line.
Remember Dale said he'd be in the
Aye.
sorry, Dale said he was going to be in the job with him.
So what's,
So he did,
have you get a wee kind of programme that did he give you that, the manager? Like, during the
No.
no, if you've not got anything.
But see, to be fair, like, not to say programmes overrated, because that's a sports scientist job, but you know how to keep fit. So that doesn't bother me. I just want a good manager and good players. So
Are you starting running?
Huh?
We gonna run?
Aye, I done my first run this morning.
Right, I'll start tomorrow.
Half six.
Did you?
Aye, I'm
What
in.
did you do?
First on the smart.
4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 with half minute rest, whatever the minute was.
Imagine me and you just racing each other through the West End, top Byers Road to the bottom.
Trust me, mate, wouldn't be a race. You're fitter than me.
Do you think I beat you?
Well,
We need to get
after
there.
you tell me what your 10k time is,
know,
but it's
but
different running, innit?
It's different
Playing a
running,
game,
aye.
you'll not get near me.
Oh, no, 100%, mate. You coming on the runs?
No chance.
Aye,
I'll
they
be.
experienced that with head of tennis, didn't they? 2 bams.
Did we get
Talk
better?
a good game.
What?
We were going through a hard time in our
Granny
life.
one
We were
of
going
them?
through a hard time in our life. Aye. No that we're not now, we're just constantly going through a hard time. But Robbie Nielsen mentioned it.
You can vlog your run.
Just pulling Pete on Byers Road.
A flare and fucking
It's like one of the sketch shows, isn't it? Where they pull the finish line out. 3 things flying.
Robbie Nielsen, good, would be a good shout.
Aye, there's
think he's
just a
favourite.
lot of good names out there.
Martindale.
Why not?
Why no?
He's not leaving.
We need to
Liverpool.
leave
Aye, bigger
Livi.
club.
It's
No.
funny
Ford
because
just came in.
it looks you can't see Davy managing anywhere else,
He's got the keys to Livi, mate. He's not leaving neighbour.
but his name should be linked with jobs, definitely.
They've got new owners though, Livy.
Yeah.
In
So
America.
they can spend dough. You'll not be got him though.
You think?
No. He'll stay there.
This is a real guy, isn't it? Has he, have people actually seen him?
Yeah,
He is a real
he was
guy.
at the game. He was at the player.
Just Davey with American accent.
It's Ford. Ford's
Smith.
great grandson or something.
What's his thing? What's the connection with Livingston? He loves the outlet centre, doesn't he?
Fucking
Aye.
football.
Probably likes golf. Wants to the coast there.
Close to Scotland. What you say?
Naismith.
No, Naismith as well. He's,
No chance.
Stephen
but
Naismith.
no, do you enjoying yourself too much doing these other
You would
stuff?
have thought
you were
that he,
touching
you'd have
on
thought
that
they
last
took the
week.
Killie job.
Aye, I know.
Or,
I thought
I'm
he'd
not
have
saying he was offered it, but
been- Aye.
I don't think you can be linked that heavily with the Killie job. No get it. I mean, they might not have picked him, but how's that going to look
Where
for
Barry?
Killie fans?
Motherwell.
Barry?
Barry, would Barry take the Motherwell job?
I don't know.
He's a headline. Just say you've spoke to him about
Aye,
it.
so he's taking it.
Aye, he's got to take it. Aye. Andy's captain. Andy's everything.
Do you think that's Jinky Ball?
You'll not be him running now.
Jink, is that something Yankee would go for?
I don't know. I'd be interested. Surely that's whetted his appetite, innit? Getting in there, working with players, getting on the grass, in amongst boys. Nothing better, isn't there? No. That's the part we miss, innit?
Do you know put his name? I heard that his name was in for the Dundee job as well.
I think I've seen a few. Sean Maloney, Charlie Adam.
You've got to have played for Gordon Strachan.
There you go. You've got Nearly McCann there as well.
Aye.
He's got the wee connection with Dundee, ain't he?
Well, no, even that. Even
Nah,
Motherwell.
he'll not go
Could I
back
see
to
him being a Motherwell manager, Neil McCann?
I think, see when you like Neil McCann, Billy Dodds have got themselves back in and they'll definitely be hungry to
Wouldn't they?
get
I would think
back
so
into
far.
management.
Brunny.
Bruni for
James McFadden.
Heard he
Absolutely not.
James McFadden, Motherwell manager.
What?
No.
That'd be incredible.
Suit on side of our park.
Would you wear the suit?
We rat tail at the back.
Oh, no for me. No for me.
Would nothing
Too
like
late
that
for
ever
that.
tempt you, Faddy, nah? I wonder.
not that
Life's
would
too good at the
tempt
minute,
me, but
Fatty, innit? Eh,
chance is gone.
the chance is gone. Oh
Oh,
no.
young man.
No
You
way.
watch me a football and managers, mate.
I know.
I know, but
Would you go in as
No for
assistant
me.
or coach, Viddy? Nah.
depends who it was.
Only
Billy
watch as
Davis.
much football as Brian Rice.
Wow, what a shout.
Wee
Billy
Billy,
Davis
aye.
and Faraday.
Who was that?
I love Billy Davis, the manager. Brilliant.
What a two that is.
Match made in heaven.
Yale is the
I
film.
couldn't, man.
Dale, aye.
No, if that's the if that's the dream team, then no.
That's the fourth.
Once a week.
He's a
There's the fourth. Roscoe's in as the fourth.
Were you surprised Kettlewell got the commanding job?
Aye. I mean,
Did you have any of you known well enough to know that you would definitely go back into management, obviously after what happened to him last time?
well enough. Aye, I think he's driven.
Right.
Definitely. Aye. And I know it's strange, leaving Motherwell the way he did. Probably surprising that he's managed to get the commander job, but for him personally, no, I think that he was a long time out of the game, wasn't he? In a manager's career when he left Ross County. Maybe felt as though that opportunity wouldn't have come back for him to be a manager. So no, I'm not surprised that he's
I'm delighted
jumped
for
in.
him.
Good fit for him, young Derek.
I honestly, for the first time I met Stuart, and it was just a bits with the BBC, and then just listening to him, I enjoy listening to him. And I think it's a good fit down there because I think he's going to will try and get some of the youth through. Of course, they've got Wales that's come through, the young boy Watson as well.
He's off.
He's away
So-
for Wales, isn't he?
Is he away? Aye.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of his remit. That it'll be trying to progress because I think they won the Scottish Cup, didn't they?
Youth Cup.
The Killie under 18.
Yeah.
So they're looking at that side as well.
I've heard Chris Burt's boy's
Yeah.
really good.
Cool.
Is he? Right, there
really
you
good,
go.
aye.
So
I know, but that's because his dad's a manager, man. He just
But-
tells everyone to pass it.
But it just-
Supposed to be
Aye.
really good. It was actually players that told me.
it
Is
just
Burkett going to
speaks
be
really
part
well.
of Kettlewell staff? Have we seen that? 'Cause he is he?
Aye.
People speak quite highly of him, don't they, as a coach?
I think he's.
Great guy.
But apparently they're
Incredible person.
But I'll tell you this, I met Kilmarnock boys, I was going to say Wonderbar and it just makes us look so bad, but I met them in Wonderbar and they said that the week
sounds
Chris
so
Burke
bad,
took it was so detailed on what he wanted.
Aye.
That's right.
Remember? But it was us that met
No, it
them.
wasn't Wonderbar, it was
Oh,
at
no, it was at the West
End.
End, so it was,
We were going to stroll. It was.
You just
assumed it was
I've just
Wonderbar,
killed me,
didn't
I know.
Byers Road,
I'm just in there all the time.
I stroll up Byers Road and we bumped into
I couldn't believe how much
Aye.
detail he put into the
He's really-
opposition and how they were going to play.
Really into it. And his boy's a good player. Derek McInnes gave him his debut just before he left, and then Burke put him on the last game. But that, I was thinking, because I know Burke, I've known him for years, like, it's no fair that kind of gets thrown at him. Oh, it's only because he's dad. I know you're only kidding, but if he's good enough, then he deserves to get a shot, whether it's his dad or not.
course.
And he's meant to be top draw.
He could be ball bag of the year next year, Chris Burke, if his boy does well.
Cadden scored.
Saturday.
Cadden won it, didn't he, for the season?
The Cadden's
Cadden
dad
senior.
got it.
Go
Trying to
No,
get him on.
Ferguson, mate. Ferguson won it.
Aye. Good shout. Good
But that was like a family three ball bag. It wasn't just one, won it.
Family team.
Mate, all your ball
We're going
bags
to
up
trace
that
your
way.
ball bag all the way back.
Are you surprised Kettlewell got it? Both of you?
I'm not, but
I'm just delighted. There you go.
No, I think he done a good job at Motherwell, didn't he? If it
But
was-
as in how he,
I think
how he left them,
a wee bit,
aye, a wee
because
bit for how he left, aye. But in terms of, he's a good coach. I obviously got along with him well. I enjoyed working with him. And I think Scotland has always kind of, people criticise it. I don't really see it as a criticism, but it's always been a kind of merry-go-round of who gets what in it. Like Tony Dock will be heavily linked with the Motherwell job. It's just the way it is. When you've done well in this league, it's obviously sometimes hard to get opportunities
How
down
many
in
times you
England.
hear it where they go, they don't know the league, and then somebody gets a job and they go, same old faces.
I know.
Like,
Can I win?
it is, you can't win.
One team that is back is Livingston.
Amazing.
What a game last night.
With some game.
I'm delighted for Davy and Chipper because I think people get this perception of Davy Martindale. We've been in there and see how hard they work and how much, again, into
How good he
detail they
is.
go. He is good, mate. He's very good.
Incredible.
So I'm delighted for them.
You don't need to stick up for them because
Aye.
everybody can see
The
what
record
they're
shows
doing.
it's for itself, yeah.
You know, the way they've changed this season surprised, I think, probably everybody that Livy went down, and the way that they try and play. And I mean, done the playoff games, done the Thistle game, and I think it's the first time I've ever seen that pitch being watered. I couldn't believe it, because normally it's right, get hundreds of the wee pellets on, keep it dry, and don't, get it in behind and make teams defend. So
I hope he stays with this sort of
I
style.
think
You
he
think he
will.
will?
He said last night as well on Sky, but I you know what I liked as well. I don't know if you've seen it last night when like Stevie Kelly makes a mistake for the second goal. The Sky camera pans straight to Davy, and you can actually see him mouthing Stevie. Just keep getting it.
Brilliant,
You
love
know what I
it.
mean? Which is like
Aye, brilliant.
that's not what
Good
you're
chat.
associating Davy's Livy teams in the SPL, but.
But you know
obviously
inside he
went to
wants
that.
to fucking kill
But
him,
he
don't
says
you?
it as well.
Aye.
He says it. He says that's the style I want to play. He said I just felt as if with the budget and the players that we had, we couldn't do it the last couple of years in the SPL. But he says now that he sees it, obviously that's the best way forward for him.
But I've seen that in the past when I went to cover them. Everybody just labelled them long ball team, physical. They'd more than that. And I think that's what he's getting the players in. B. Kelly did he lost the runner as well. He lost wee Nisbet, so he didn't have the best of games, but he showed what character, isn't it? And that was brilliant when he spoke about the personalities team. He knows he's got good players, but I tell you what, when you go 2-0 down, that tells you everything about them.
That's what he builds in it.
Tells you everything about them.
Kelly,
Yeah.
it's the right decision. He just takes a bad touch.
Aye.
So sometimes you'll see managers
And
say, I want to play out.
And Faddy
And
will
then
go
they'll
back
what you
again.
doing going and getting it there?
Aye.
Instead of saying,
And
we've took a bad touch. He'll take, 9 out of 10, he'll control that.
And he'll
go to
keep
the other
doing
side.
that. He'll keep going back. That's a good thing, that he'll go, right, fucking made a mistake, right, shrug it off, go back, still take the ball, still try to get my team playing.
Delighted for Big Muir, he's brilliant.
What a goal.
What a goal.
Some finish, aye.
Wow.
He's a good player.
Sums
He
him
is
up.
very good.
I'm excited
sums him
to
up.
see him in the SPL. What do you mean, Faddy?
He just scores ridiculous goals. He's got a brilliant left foot. I actually thought he was going to try it the first time when he put the cross in. because he's that type of player that will try things. But the way he hits the goal is
Incredible.
unbelievable.
It's amazing how the ball gets back to him, isn't it?
Aye.
For the
For the cross,
and,
aye, 'cause you
and
think
it
he's
goes
gonna take
right
the
back
cross.
into him and he thinks, this time I'm just going to curl it into the tap.
Since he's went to Livy, he's lost something like 10 kg. That's through Davy demanding enough him to lose
They're
weight.
fit.
Right.
And
they're
that's what the
fit.
difference it obviously has made to his game. Will Livy play the same way next season in the top league?
Looks like it. That's what just died. Looks like
Aye, mate.
it looks that's what the boys have just been saying.
Come on.
Are you alright?
Come on.
Andy, come on.
What's happening?
I grabbed it.
Yeah, that was a good question.
That was a good question.
I got asked 2 minutes ago.
5 minutes ago.
I didn't get
Alright.
Do you know my issue is? There's no, I love it, but I keep zoning out. And no because
It's been a long season.
No, but it's brilliant. No, but I just mean in general life.
Aye.
When people are talking, I just zone it. It's no because of it. I love listening to
You've
people.
got, it's the highs of Napoli, mate. You've had to come back and talk
know.
about.
What was the answer?
I think they will, aye.
Well, they will play, aye.
They will. Aye.
Do you think they'll play? You know him obviously well.
I heard he was looking for a coach as well to add to the staff.
Well, he did say in Sky a big part of their success was down to you.
No, he never
Gone
said
in.
that.
Didn't
Don't
he?
talk.
What about the Waynes and all that last night celebrating
bro.
behind them? That was mad mental, wasn't it?
Even that was
Even when
Mad mental.
we random boys just standing beside the players, wasn't it?
No, get an interview.
Aye, they're just standing there with them.
That was Sam North, mate. That's not a wee boy.
He was there. Aye, Sam was there. Of course he was.
Right, lads, last podcast of the season. What a year it's been. Any standout moments for you?
The vlogger.
Vlog has
Aye.
been
Aye,
Well,
watching
for
a
me.
lot of your vlogs has been right.
That is a good
Tremendous.
really good, mate.
Because and that's it. You don't like being praised, but
mate.
you're very good at it. That's,
Every time I speak to him, how'd it go? Oh, terrible. Oh, see that talking to the camera and honestly, I couldn't get my words out. And then you watch it and you go, that was amazing.
Say that every time. That's
so what is your favourite one? What is it?
I think the last
that-
Parma's fun.
Right.
That was
That
brilliant.
was
That
brilliant,
looked
my
great,
brother.
I know,
He was a
didn't
hero, wasn't he? Huh? No, you're brilliant as well, but he was a hero. Huh?
Was
I thought nothing was going to top Napoli.
And what about the one?
No,
getting-
Napoli for the city and the fans. I genuinely have never experienced anything like fans like that in my life.
Was
you put-
Barca Girona the one where you were playing 1-2s doing last?
that
Oh,
was
mate,
good.
how good was that?
You put your life on the line and all. You get scalped with a
That's right.
Your life on the line.
He
life
doesn't
on the
like
line
that,
for
but
them.
I was.
You Ross Kemp,
That could have
man.
been.
Ross
Aye, but it's the one, John Kilshaw.
That's a great
It's the
show,
one where the guy takes a piss at him. Oh, it's going to kick off, mate. He runs away like that.
Oh, Ross Kemp, what a shout, man.
No, well, actually, sometimes when I'm away the vlog, sometimes a part of it I would like to dive in like that to the city and maybe the gang culture and stuff as well.
The ultras, the ultras.
The ultras and that. See, do
That'd be brilliant.
you know what I mean?
would enjoy that,
So, like, say, like the rainforest and see what.
The gangs in
What's
the
this for you in
rainforest.
the rainforest?
Do you know what I mean with that?
South American tour. It's
South
upcoming.
America. Right, where you with me here?
Yeah.
Can't say too
Always.
much more about
You
it.
got a
but if you
budget
know
for
where.
that?
We're hoping to. Like,
Get
surely a big travel company would like to go on board now.
That's mad.
It's not just football
Be
good there,
bad
as I
for
say.
the
we're
never.
only going-
I'm going to give my Guest of the Year award to Owen Coyle. Was unbelievable, but I'm for the shock factor. I'm giving it to Lewis Stevenson.
The best human, one of the best human beings you could ever
He
meet.
was fucking brilliant, man.
Own Coyle.
His
for me.
Lenny accent could be
Coyle,
my moment this
aye.
season, I know.
That was so good.
Own Coyle for me.
Coyle.
Coyle's
Aye.
I
was
was
easily-
totally mesmerised for 2 hours with Coyle,
It
mate.
was brilliant.
He mate, and he keeps
still
he
talking
keeps
around the
texting me.
clubhouse.
Literally keeps texts me every day, mate. He just loves talking.
How
mate.
long's his text? Is it as long as
I've got 3
A
unread.
voice note, 6 minutes.
Aye,
That's how we are.
that's just hello.
He's so good. He loves us as well. He loves this. He loves it, eh?
He was a good player, I know. Clever.
Oh, I know, I told us.
Very clever. I did a bit clever.
I know,
Coyle.
but
Aye,
he's
he
playing
was.
in an era where football was.
You ready to stop this, mate?
I'm always
Tell
You're
you
ready to
the,
stop
see
this?
the one that I remember when I was at Dunfermline for a short period. It was big Jerry Britton as well. Wee Geordie Shaw was there as well. Was it Geordie?
Geordie Shore.
Geordie.
The
Geordie, aye.
TV programme?
Aye, guy. Good looking guy. No, but Coyle, he was like, he says, just, and Big Andy, it's him and Big Andy, it was up top, Big Andy Smith, big rebound, brilliant big. And he just said to me, he says, just leave him for 10 minutes. He says,
What
no.
about what's rebound? For his touch or because he
Aye.
scored rebounds?
Both, I liked Andy, I know. But it was class because he let Amoruso get comfortable in possession. and then he'd just go, there was a wee nod, a wee wink, and then that was boof, and we pressed him. And we did get 1 or 2 chances, but ultimately we did get beat that day. But he was clever like that. You know, he, up against opposition who he was playing against. Aye, top draw.
Top man.
Who do you think's probably been, no, we don't like saying it, but floppy.
Windass had a cracker last week, didn't he?
He's in hiding, isn't he?
Under his bed, didn't he?
The reaction to that is fucking mad.
Oh
isn't it?
my God, man. Can I get a break? I think in 2 weeks to go in the season,
You've
it's
not
going to
done
be...
it, mate.
Aye. And what about you?
just
You've
get
going to
put
go
in
a
it,
bit Jordan, Simon Jordan. You get called a few things off
Well,
Can I come for him, mate?
No, you know, got is he?
Too clever, man.
No. Football wise? I think you could take
Do you know?
football wise on the actual game.
Aye.
No, the business side and all that, but
Do you think Livy will play the same way next year? Won't be missing for too long. There's going to be some amazing things coming out
Fucking
in
hell,
the
mate.
summer.
do you know what I think the
Couple of
only
right big ones.
thing we miss on open goal? Proper fiery arguments. Remember your McTominay one? That's the best watch you can get.
I know, but look what happens when I get involved in these arguments. Little at it.
I still see the Rodri clip come up
No, shush.
everywhere, mate.
Because that'll get rough as well. I don't really watch English football, mate.
I know, mate. Scottish football, but you're
What did you say, Roger was shouting off?
Didn't pass the ball forward.
Get Ballon d'Or 2 years later.
No, you said that because you remember they played Scotland and they battled Scotland after the game. Remember they slaughtered Scotland? You're a fucking cheeky bastard.
It was, aye.
Cheeky bastard.
Shite,
My highlight, and it wasn't even on the podcast. It was been on the bench for Rhys Kilbride.
That was
That was
amazing.
brilliant.
You were brilliant at
That was excellent. I enjoyed that.
Do you know what? See, I'm going to fling in another one as well, right? Your vlogs are unreal. Love watching them. I'm putting on part of the day in the life as well. The day in the life are right
I
good.
do.
ones.
They're
And I
incredible.
think
The
the
managers have been brilliant on that.
Livy one, Ian Davies, I showed you again, but the Livy one was amazing.
Davies' Effie Ambrose stories as well were
Aye.
amazing for me, man.
Was.
When he was on the podcast. Really
Very good.
Mrs. Chipper as well, well done to your husband. I love you, my family.
Amazing guy. Brilliant guy, isn't he? I know.
Great guy. And then a massive thanks to everyone at home.
Don't finish it yet, Abby.
Well, what else do you want to talk about? You can take
But
it away
he's-
from here.
Do you know why he's saying this? Because he's not going to see us for a few. Well, he see you tomorrow, but it's that
Massey
time
neighbour.
off.
Are you doing the
You
hydro
still
this year?
see Uncle Paul. You still
You
see
doing
him.
the
Nah,
hydro?
Uncle Paul's got
No.
to go. We're going to do the hydro.
Doing the
soon,
hydro,
aye.
no.
Very
Not
soon.
doing that. Just fob that off.
Just making decisions now. Look, we're going to do it.
Good house then.
Nah,
Geez, I do it.
well, it's nearly just a wee heads up.
You're not. You're just vlogging it, Tom. You're going to do it, and you're going to vlog it.
It's vlogger, man.
Why are you not liking that? You're
No,
fucking amazing, mate.
No, I
Why
did.
don't you,
Back
why
yourself,
don't
wee
you try?
man.
No,
Why
no.
don't you try Ocean Beach or Ibiza?
I'm not into
Imagine him vlogging Ocean Beach.
I'm letting that see.
Aye.
Somebody says.
What? Who's got wee tits?
Yeah.
Who's got wee tits?
Did you bring the wee horn back? No.
Fucking get breaking that wee guy. Fucking chokes a dummy.
Oh, no way! That's a follow through, isn't it? Ah, no way. It's fucking reeking, I know.
You drank 10 of the heroes before you come on here.
How's a fart still so funny?
What a dirty wee bastard, man. Yeah. Don't finish it.
Would an Ajax game be too? Would that be too much temptation?
What?
Vlogging an Ajax game?
Just gonna go back there, could you?
Could you know?
Well, that's a great shout. And I think I've been told that Ange possibly could be the manager.
Wow.
Who tell you that?
You Nadal over at back over
Not
at
interviewed
Amsterdam.
him for a couple of weeks. You could do him again.
I actually would be really
You
good.
Nadal over at Amsterdam.
Oh, fuck. Fill our boots, wouldn't it?
Do you want to
Anyway,
thank the
farts
fans?
now.
I'd be just fart.
Say thank you to your arse to the fans.
It's all wet,
That was
isn't
your
it?
thank you to the fans.
It's the best thing you've said all year.
Be inspired to this or something. How's your sponsor for next season? Party.
We're checking no folly through, mate.
Remember that time I farted in his horn?
Oh, I was fucking raging.
He went laughing at me, I'm going to punch you. You clap me back. He's got
Where did you sit on it?
Mate, my home was on the couch like that. He just fucking sat at me like one rip. It was
He went
fucking...
I'm going to punch you. You clap me bastard, man.
Oh, amazing. If you want to say thanks.
Aye, thank you very much for everyone tuning in.
Really appreciate it.
Good year, innit?
When we say everyone, how many weeks we're back?
Oh,
6 weeks.
But content still coming out. innit?
Content will still be coming out throughout the summer.
snooker channel getting up and running.
That'd be
isn't it?
brilliant. We'll film a frame. Do you want to?
You should
If you
definitely
want.
do it. Everyone of you have been brilliant. Well done.
Guys, well done.
Cheers, well done, boys.